Man, I'm fired up today, man. And I know the whole drama with Stefon Diggs, we should move on. It'd be good for everyone's mental well-being and do this and that. It's like, hey, it was real. It was fun. It's over. Just get some closure and move on with life, just like you do with any relationship that didn't work out, even though I love him, man. Yeah. Now, I want to move on. You want to move on. We want to move on as Vikings fans. But Stefon Diggs, he says he wants to move on, but then he just keeps just like poking, just like, hey, how about this? Now, I can already hear the Bills fans on their Windows 98 be like, living rent free in your head. Please. Like, I know when someone says that they're a very unserious person whose opinion does not matter. Well, most people's opinions don't matter, but yeah, whatever. But Stefon Diggs can't help but continue to take shots at the Vikings in the most smug, passive-aggressive way possible, as well as, just straight up lying. Just lying. So, talk to the media jackals in Buffalo for the first time this week. Stefon Diggs said this quote: "As far as my past with Minnesota, I never actually said anything. I have a lot of respect for the Minnesota Vikings. At that time, a trade happened. You kind of got to look at it for what it is. But I never really was vocal about what I did or didn't like in Minnesota." What? It never was really vocal. As far as I never really said anything. Please, like, come on. He's full on lying. He's gaslighting us. He's like the dude in the elevator who farts, and you know that he farted, and he's like, "Wasn't me. Might have been you. I didn't fart." Psh, that's Stefon Diggs right now. He's farting in the elevator, and just this brazen level of dishonesty, half-truths, and just like rewriting of history. Like, what is he, a politician? I mean, what the hell is going on out here? Like, he doesn't think that Google and the internet doesn't exist? Like, he honestly, it's so demeaning, him thinking that everyone is just so stupid that it's like, oh yeah, that's true. Like, he never said anything. He was a perfectly good teammate, a perfectly good player, and a happy camper, and all that until just like, oh, he just got traded. Oh, it's like, oh, that's unfortunate. Please. He's trying to. He thinks that we're Drew Barrymore from 50 First Dates, just every single day. Oh, well, we forgot that. Oh, yeah. I mean, just my God, like the whole. I was never really vocal about what I did or didn't like in Minnesota. Please. What about you skipping OTA, saying you got family business, blah, 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 all that stuff? It certainly wasn't about your contract, right? What about you skipping practice and meetings in season, and then getting fined $200,000, which no one talks about, by the way. Like, you get fined 20% of $1 million. That's a weird way to put it. But you get fined 200 dimes, and everyone's like, oh, everything is hunky-dory. Please. And like we've said, it's like that was obviously not the first incident. Like, things escalate to that point. Like, things don't escalate quickly to it's like, oh, you missed a meeting. You're 5 minutes late. 200,000. No, it ain't like that. So that was something that was bubbling under the surface between Diggs, Zimmer, and the organization for a long time, right? And also, what about after you got fined and then the media straight up asks you, do you want to be in Minnesota? And you say, yeah, I want to be in Minnesota with a big wink. Like there wasn't video. I mean, honestly. As well as, oh, what about your brother putting out a pic on the gram about you in a Washington uniform? It's like, hoo. Didn't shoot that down. Sort of rolled with it, right? Or what about you working out of that baseball facility in the Cardinals shirt? It's like, oh, Diggs didn't have a shirt. It was his brother's shirt. Okay. Please. Also, what about you deleting all of your pics on social media of you in a Vikings uniform on the gram and then replacing them right after you were traded? Oh, yeah, but he does that every year. Yeah. Meanwhile, there's pics from way back in the day about him in Vikings gear. Okay, yeah. All right. I mean, I feel like Diggs will spread these lies because people will believe them and people will run with them. And it's like the whole Instagram thing. Well, a bunch of fans were like, well, he deletes his pictures every year. Please. During trying to get traded off a team, you pull that stunt, and then all of a sudden part of the fan base is like, oh, yeah, it doesn't mean anything. What does it mean? It means nothing. I mean, it's pure coincidence. I mean, come on. honestly, how stupid does he think that we are? And also, what about you tweeting, oh, it's time for a new beginning, just hours after the epicenter of your problem with the Vikings, Kirk Cousins gets the extension. He's going to be here for a long time. Yeah, that had nothing to do with it. Please. Also, what about you 2 weeks ago being passive-aggressive, taking pot shots about the Zimmer extension? He was talking about something else. It's just so moronic. Like, I want to move on, as do most Vikings fans, but, I mean, it's insulting. It really is. Like, this sucks as well because I love Diggs as a player. But he straight up cannot rewrite history and just flat out lie about his time here. He can't do that. It's gross. It's dishonest. It's not fooling anyone. Oh, and by the way, this is all on the heels of Diggs sort of like, I don't know, maybe I'll opt out. I don't know. And then all of a sudden magically getting his deal redone. Okay, good luck with that, Buffalo. He'll be on a new team in 2 years. Guaranteed. Just sucks because he's a good player. But whatever. All right, so your thoughts. Diggs line. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Pull us on the Venmo. But until next time, Skull, production value.